What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Moochie. You rocking with Moochie. Jealous review. So hit the hammer because you came through. Ew. So we are talking about Godfather Harlem. You know, I was on last night when we was talking about Your Honor. Today is Godfather Harlem, and the episode is episode 8. And the name of the episode is Homeland or Death. Homeland of Death is the name of the episode. So wow, this episode started the division with Malcom and Bumpy. So now we know that he's not gonna be guarding him anymore. And he took Malcolm off. He took Bumpy off as security, and he knew his life was in danger. He's basically accepted his fate. So, I got my co-host with me today, and we are about to chat it up and talk about it. You know how we do our breakdowns. We see things that you don't see sometimes, and you see things that we don't see sometimes. So let's chat it up. Scroll up to the top of the chat and make sure y'all cast your vote before I bring her in. I'm gonna bring her in a minute. This is the vote, today's votes. Do you think the CIA will come after Chance? Scroll up to the top, place your votes. I'll close it out towards the end of the show, and then we'll see what's up with that. So coming here to the stage is my girl, the busiest reviewer on YouTube, on these YouTube streets. She be getting it all in. Y'all, if y'all don't know about her, if you don't know, you should know. This is Tamika's Den. Y'all need to put the couch up, the couch emoji with the lamps, because that's when y'all in her den. Put up her emoji. Ew. What's up,
Hey,
Tamika?
hello. What's going on, Moochie? What's going on, everybody?
Let me see who's here. So, hey, Samara. What's up, Mo? Hey, Edith Baines. Sweet Brown Sugar. Tina. Big Wolf. Uh, what was your thoughts of the episode?
This wasn't my favorite episode.
I
Not
know.
because the episode was bad, but just because I found myself getting emotional. I know we was talking about this a little bit when we was chatting in the chat. Just with the whole Malcolm situation, is like, you know what's gonna happen already, and you know it's getting closer and closer to it. And even though this is already something that's happened in history, you don't want to see it. So, and then just seeing the divide with him and Bumpy, even though Bumpy is actually trying to look out for his best interests, he not taking it that way. And Hosey battle with his bull crap pissing me off. So,
The plug is in the
but
building. Go ahead.
what's
What's
up,
up,
Brillo?
Brillo?
What up? I'm
What
actually
was your thought?
driving
Okay,
around.
Tamika's telling her thoughts on the episode while you came. Let her finish, and then I want to hear what you thought of the episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty much it. He could go.
Oh, okay.
I liked the episode. Brother Malcolm was getting on my nerve uh to the fullest. Bumpy just trying to keep this man alive. It's like he wanted to die. So I mean, but overall I liked the episode. Of course, Stella getting on my nerve, that whole situation. I just want some action, Moochie. I want
I
some
think
action.
we about to get it.
I think we about to get it now because
Mm-hmm.
now y'all know Chin is coming back this next episode.
Right.
He getting out
He's
of
coming
jail?
back this next.
Yeah.
Yes. So we gonna get some action in this next episode, and
Mm-hmm.
I think
It's about to
is
be
it
on
two
and
left?
popping.
It's 2 episodes left. It is gonna be
Yeah.
some action. Chin Gigante is getting out of jail, so he's gonna find out what's what now. So
Mm-hmm.
they basically gonna let him out, and we gonna see what it's like. Okay, it seems like Malcolm was just tired of living. When you watch it, it feels like you want to you hope for a different change. You hope
Mm-hmm.
for a different change of outcome with it. But the way he's accepted his fate, that I didn't like the fact that he did what he did and said what he said about Bumpy. And that was just
Yeah.
off the heels of Archie getting taken out. So you
Mm-hmm.
know, with all of this, I didn't like what he was saying, and at first I was all right with it, and then he's trying to understand their relationship, but I feel like he had somebody in his ear trying to get Bumpy away from all of this, and it was the wrong people. That's how I feel about it. I feel like whoever he's talking about. Keep in mind, I don't think those felons could go in the United Nations as security too. So remember, he was saying, the United Nations has gave us security. So
Mm-hmm.
why would you trust them? There's so many people trying to kill you. Somebody tried to poison you in Africa, but you're gonna trust these people at the United Nations? It just seems odd to me. What was your thoughts? Oh, what happened to Brillo? Anyway, hey RC, hey Samara. What's your thoughts on you know, him basically trying to switch it up and get rid
It
of
was a
Malcolm's.
little frustrating, but I know that he's not the only one. There's been quite a few of civil rights leaders, unfortunately, that just get to that point where they tired or they feel like they know it's their fate, they know what's coming, so, and they just be like, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of my fight. If it happens type of attitude. Because that's what he was
Yeah.
already saying to Elise, you know what I'm saying, when she was
Mm-hmm.
trying to talk him out of it and be like, how you think the people that's working for you gonna feel? How's your wife gonna feel? How you think I'ma feel? So, it's just more so him accepting it and then at the same time battling with his friendship with Bumpy on one end, seeing, that he sees so much more in Bumpy than Bumpy probably seeing himself. But then on the other hand, he gets frustrated and is like, oh no, he really ain't about nothing. He's not what I thought he was. And if you think about it, the same thing happened with him and Muhammad Ali prior to his death, where it was kind of like that separation and he wasn't
Yeah, this
really
is the second time that he's lost a friend.
right.
Like I won't say lost a friend, but basically changed the dynamics of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's their
Absolutely.
relationship is going to be changed now from this point.
Yeah.
And Dad, where Brillo go? He probably had to go because I know he was doing, he was in the midst of doing something. He'll come back if he can. But
Mm-hmm.
I with this whole thing out, like I said, it's just like we know we get into the bad part, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see this character go. I wish it could
I
change the
don't either.
dynamics of everything, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
even
we
when, and
are
it's
there.
the same feeling that I had even when I watched the Malcolm X movie with Denzel. It's like, this has already happened, it's history, but it's just like, no, you
So
don't want it to go that way.
exactly. So we're gonna talk about look, Jose Battle and Wild Bill done
Mm-hmm.
got this plan together where they gonna use this rocket launcher and they gonna try to take out both Che and Malcolm X. And Jose Battle is all for this.
Yeah, he was irking my nerves in this episode. That's why I said it wasn't that I didn't like the episode itself or
Mm-hmm.
think that they didn't do a good job. I just was getting frustrated with definitely a few different people in a few different parts, and he was one of them. I was like, why are you going so hard and keep calling Malcolm McCamey and all this stuff? I wanted to slap him.
Yeah, but we gonna get to it. But he got he got what was coming to him to me.
Yeah. And
And
Bumpy literally told him in the last episode, they using you. And he's still sitting here thinking that he above something and wanted to play the dumb role. I was like, I can't.
Facts.
okay, so nobody heard them doing this in broad daylight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, you keep in mind it is New York City. They was in Queens, I might add. Hey Daria. Brillo. Is he here?
Yeah, I'm with Tamika. This dude, this episode definitely irked me. Like it was a good episode, but I found myself getting frustrated with this whole season almost. I need something.
it's kind of dragging, right? We
Yeah,
had two. We
yeah,
had the a couple of good episodes, but it's more dialogue than action to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe to say that?
yeah, definitely.
And there's
Yeah,
so many different things happening all at once too.
exactly. Because you
Mm-hmm.
got this going on, you got everything with regards to the Italians, because they done slowed down since Bumpy not really messing with the Italians no more. We just seeing their inner fighting going on.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that, Bumpy still goes back to talk to him. He's like, "Well, what are you doing here? I have a date." So it's like he gave him he's given him the warning, but it's like now Jose Battle not gonna tell you what he doing now. So I didn't understand why he even went here to talk to him. You know he's down with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't understand that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess he was trying to go through all the different avenues that he could, like for don't matter that we not speaking or I'm not messing with you if it's something you could do to help. But all he told him was make sure he stay the hell away.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So I'm gonna ask. You know what? I'm gonna ask y'all this. We're gonna take this in a whole too to discuss it. With this whole, do you think they are gonna get romantically involved now? Cause she's showing him how to basically scam the government. She's
Yeah.
showing him how to cut corners like she learned from her dad. So and he kissing her. So I'm like, where is this? Is this going down the romantic track?
Oh my God. At this point, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Becoming disappointed in this darn show, Moochie. Like, I don't care that her goofy self, she's telling on everybody, she should be dead. He knows she told on everybody. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna stop her from telling on him
I
when
know.
when it comes down to it? He's a fool, and I hope Chin turn his water off immediately when coming home. Where is his position? Because Chin is the
I
boss.
don't think his water's gonna get turned off. I think it's gonna be the other guy.
Chin is the boss, so I'm saying like, and he's basically taking over for Chin while Chin locked up. So Chin come home. What's his position?
Thank you. So
I mean,
we're gonna talk about Olympia and what she did at that confessional, and as well as Father Louis. We're gonna talk about that in a whole because he's so gullible. She
who?
went
Father
in.
Louis?
Yes,
I actually liked him this episode.
I liked him this episode too, but I think look, he's overstepping his bounds. He doing too much, and he letting. This is why they didn't want women getting into the mob business. Cause look at all this drama that done happened because of this heifer.
Yeah.
She's trying to say that I can't. I'm having an affair, and I set up to kill my stepdaughter. I would never do that. She's so extra, yo.
They both pissed me off. Everybody was pissed me off. I ain't like them either. They pissed me off too. Cause she coming with her fake lies, trying to cover herself.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at that. I know she gonna cover herself regardless. But the fact that he just fell for it so easy, he's like, "What do you want me to do?" And then she gonna say, "What would Jesus do?" I just was like, "If y'all don't get out of
Oh,
here with this freaking crap."
when she said what would Jesus do, I was like, you know what? She is really getting on my nerves. She was really getting
Yeah,
on
I
my
didn't
nerves.
understand how he thinks that she's such this great woman and she would never lie.
But she convinced him to go talk to the commission.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting here saying, look, I don't know who set up that head. He's sitting right next to him. Did
Right.
you see how he was blinking when he said, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who it is? And the other guy was
Right.
What's your
Oh
take on
man.
it, Brillo, when he went back to the commission?
I liked it. I mean, even though, like you said, he acting gullible, still like he not intimidated by these dudes. I actually liked it a little bit.
Mhm.
I mean, it was something. They gave me something exciting.
When are we going to kill
Let me
Columbo?
ask
And
you
Because
it's
this:
crazy
in real
because
life
he's
in the
sitting at
street.
the table. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say it's crazy because when he was sitting at the table for this meeting, he's saying how Colombo is trying to start a war between the families. And granted, Colombo has been doing all different kind of stuff, but it ain't Colombo that's gonna start a daggone war. It's Stella, because Stella really
Yeah.
said all this stuff in daggone motion and been playing everybody against everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
remember last week I said Stella get your mama, sister, brother, cousin, friend killed. They
Yes.
keep messing with Stella.
And it's a good thing him and Stella made friends because he would have been a goner already.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been a goner. Okay, so Monique 69 Way says Stella is the type when mad Dave come when everybody gets sprayed without a second thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that
When are we going to kill Columbo? Because they murdered him in real life in the streets. When is that going to happen? I thought Casey dies first.
Yeah, I don't think
I
Columbo
don't think
dies
Columbo don't
yet.
die until Gotti comes out. That's when
Yeah,
he gets
and
killed.
that's like a ways
That's like
off.
in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, I think
He
he
gonna be
actually goes
around.
like maybe to Hollywood or something. I forget his story, but I know they showed some of him inside of if y'all ever seen that show where it was based on the making the Godfather.
He was
He
in
was,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah, so he was alive in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go until like the 80s. I think I want to
hey,
say
hold them.
I
I'm gonna
want to
read
say
you.
it was somebody from Gotti's crew that took him out.
I
Hold them. I'm
think
gonna
so.
rejoin in a second. I'm about to go in the house.
All right.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? Oh, you coming? Okay, so he's coming in the house now. All right. So this I don't know. Like I said, the next person that's gonna get hit is this guy, is Lucchese, the one that actually set the hit up with Stella. He's gonna if anybody dies, it's gonna be him next. If they do go by real life,
Right.
I'll say it like that because this is
Yeah.
still
Time they change stuff for the shows.
exactly
Mm-hmm.
exactly. We talked about this where he went to visit Mamie.
Yeah, because he didn't die right away when he got shot too. I remember reading that before.
Who?
Mo put in the comments that Joe Colombo got shot and Columbus Circle got paralyzed and died in the late 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say this. Bumpy goes to see Mamie. He asked her to put in a call to Adam Clayton Plower to get more details or police protection on
Mm-hmm.
Malcom, and they said they don't have enough manpower. So the fix is in. They already knew it
Yeah.
was somebody in the precinct that was trying to set
Mm-hmm.
him up. He knew all of this. It's nothing he could do, so he feels like he still has to protect Malcolm.
Right.
And then he also tells him that him and Chase shouldn't even be in the same room together doing this speech because it's very
Mm-hmm.
dangerous for the both of them. So what are your
Right.
take? I'm adding that all together. So what's your take on all of that?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, of course, by the police saying they ain't got the manpower. Of course, Bumpy had went to Mamie to talk to her about it. That part was funny because she was like, "Oh well, I know you don't think I'm just coming back home," and he like, "I'm not here for that." And then she's like, "Wait, you're not? Like you don't got nothing else you want to say?" At this point, he just was trying to make sure Malcolm was okay, and then I didn't understand Shay saying, "Oh well, they always making threats. What makes you think that they would really do something now? Well, we should be worried now, whatever." And Bumpy is literally telling him, like, because y'all will both be here at the same time in the same split, place, and it gives them more opportunity. And even Omar Raggedy behind was agreeing,
Do you
so
trust him in the room with this? Do you trust him in the room with
I
all of
still
this?
don't trust
I'm
him
glad you brought
100.
him up though. Do you trust him in
Yeah.
the room with all this? I still don't trust him. I feel kind of
Mm-mm.
like y'all got this dude too close to everything now, and he actually tried to take out Malcolm. So can we
Right.
really trust him?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And of course that didn't surprise me that the police would be like, oh no, we ain't got enough people. They wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
trying to help out with nothing with that, please. If anything, they would
Yeah.
be, you know.
Yeah, they just that was just like a call on deaf ears, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So look, fat ass. He's gonna tell them that well, let me go with this. They know about the whole thing with Bumpy, and that how they plan on taking him out, and it was
Mm-hmm.
from a creditable source. They Because basically Jose Battle told him, whatever you do, tell him don't make the speech. If he don't make the speech, he fine.
Right.
So he says, okay. He talks to his boys. He puts Nat on Jose Battle's place. He's gonna stake out that place, see who comes in, who comes out, and he sent Chance down to talk to Wild Bill himself. Because remember, Chance was a military guy,
Right. Mm-hmm.
so he won awards and all of that, and he's not biting Wild Bill. He knows that you just snooping down here for information.
Right.
But what does he see? He sees that rocket launcher thing, and he's like, well, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? He comes back and gives him the whole breakdown, which I love the way he did it, because
Yeah.
it was just so cool with that. And it was so cool with the breakdown that he did, where once you hit one, how did he say? He said once you hit one, everything's gonna scatter. So whoever gets hit first, the probability of the second person is gonna be hard.
Right.
So I like the way he broke down everything with that. And now they're gonna try to devise a plan to basically stop this thing in their tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your thoughts on that scene?
Yeah, I liked how he did it too. Of course, he knew that he wasn't really, because he was like, even if you don't like Malcolm, I know you down for Bumpy, and I know Bumpy is, what I'm saying, basically wanting to protect him. So he's like, it's nothing for you here, whatever. But of course, he just wants to. I like how he just looked around, observed everything, got what info he could get quick, and went and took it to Bumpy. And how he told him, like Bumpy said, don't forget what I got on you. But at this point, he's like, well, it's worth the risk. Like, we still gonna do what we gotta do, whether he put that out or not. It's kind of what he was saying. And then,
Exactly.
he was able to come back and let Bumpy know, like, oh, that's the type of things that we used to use and we used to do when I was in the military. So he was like, we know that we got to look for the fruit truck. So that was real smart on they part. They was
Okay, so Wild Bill
ahead
knew
of their
Bumpy's
game
man
with
was
that.
full of it, but he didn't know he was observing everything.
Right.
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that. That was the whole good part. That whole
Mm-hmm.
assassination was messed up. He got shot right in the street in New York Presbyterian Hospital, and it took that long to get him across the street. Are you serious? I didn't know the hospital was right across the street from that hall. Wow. Okay, Omar is questionable with his true intentions with Malcolm. I agree. The
Mm-hmm.
NYC police and FBI, yes, they are working together to take Malcolm out.
Yeah.
Um, so I like the fact that he observed everything and saw that rocket launcher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. This was good to see Alex Haley. What did you think of that?
Yes, and I was just talking about that recently. When I was talking about the historical figures and all that, I was saying how, Malcolm worked with him on his book right before he passed away. So
Yeah.
that was cool to see him in there.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna ask you this, Brillo. Do you think that chapter about Bumpy was supposed to be in the autobiography of Malcolm X?
Yeah, I do. Because why wouldn't he be in the book? Well, I do know why
I,
he wouldn't be in the book. So I'm gonna say he probably did take it out. So yeah, I think it was supposed to be in there. But we
Wow.
watching Malcolm X. I get it should have been in there.
I know that
Yeah.
if I know I read that book in 80. I know I was in college when I read that book. And that was like 89, 88, something like that. So this that was a good book, man.
Yeah, and
That book, because with the
I could see
speeches
the
and all of that.
possibility. Mm-hmm. No, I was gonna say I could see the possibility of him wanting to include his relationship with Bumpy in there because he included just about everything else as far as the crimes he did, the stuff he was into before, he started getting into all of this, what happened with his parents and everything else. So it would make sense.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, because that's why I was saying I didn't want to mix it up with Paul Castellano. I'm sorry
Mm-hmm.
about that because he left a comment about yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
did die, and I said he died in the 70s or 80s. I wasn't sure. That's why I didn't want to make the mistake. Paul Castellano was that big steakhouse shooting
Mm-hmm.
where they had the bodies in the street and everything.
Yeah.
So we I didn't like the fact that he took it out, and I was kind of disappointed in it because it
I'm
seemed like it
just
probably would have been a good chapter. What you
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
say?
I'm just saying like I get it. Like they were friends. I get it, but I'm honestly I'm not watching Godfather Harlem for this. I mean, I don't care how it sounds. I'm an intelligent man. I'm
No, it's
not watching
cool.
Godfather of Harlem for this, and it's
I
frustrating. And Malcolm was
I know.
frustrated with this episode as well. His behavior,
Mm-hmm.
like, dog, do you want to die? I hope.
He basically said that, look, if
Yeah.
it's Allah's will,
Yeah.
it's Allah's will. Yeah. So
Well, I
to answer
mean,
your
it
question,
is what it is. Then, so I'm like
Mm-hmm.
taking it out. If that happened, was a sucker move.
so let
Blame
me
your.
ask you
You gonna
this.
be mad at your man for trying to keep you alive.
Exactly. That's the
That
part I didn't understand.
yeah, man. So
Because he didn't even realize that he saved his life. He's here like,
Exactly.
oh, see, nothing ain't happened. So now you get
so,
out and I don't want to be bothered with you no more. I'm like, for
so it would have
real?
been better if they would have rocket launched my man. He would have died. So that's what you wanted to happen.
Right.
So what about when he pulled up with the gun and said, if I gotta shoot you in your foot, you're not going to this."
Right.
I look, I would want somebody to protect me like that. He's not even thinking about his wife and kids, like how Elise said. You're not thinking about your kids, everybody that's following you, your family. You're not thinking about none of that.
I
So
think
I
probably
just
at
I
this
don't know.
time pressure was getting to him and he was just over everything.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. You getting threats every minute. You getting stares every second. You know what I'm saying? People acting like they about to run up on you. So
Well,
I
you
think
already
that's
know
why he
Charles
was at
Hood,
that point
man.
where it's just like,
I'm
whatever's
presenting
whatever.
I get it, but
Mm-hmm.
I was almost falling asleep on this episode.
I was
Uh-uh.
aggravated with this episode, though. I ain't gonna lie. I said
I
that when
was
I did my
too.
review.
I didn't like this, but I do want to talk about this heifer.
Oh,
Oh, she pissed me off.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm gonna show y'all the clip, and then we're gonna talk about it in a whole.
I will not. Call that man off. I will not. Now, I know you don't want me to rip that wig off your head and parade you down St. Nick. Dial.
Yo, she
she
got
remind
gangster
me
with
of
her.
Diane Carroll right there.
She was like, call that man off. So what
yeah,
y'all
but
think about her when she comes in and sees her talking to this detective and giving him the money?
You want to go first, Brillo?
Was you
yeah, I
sleep?
mean another scene that's irritating. Like But I get it. She don't really even know what her husband's into. So I mean, she basically doing what she's supposed to do. She didn't know her husband was trifling as ever. So she don't like Bumpy, and she probably shouldn't, because from her perspective, he's all bad, and he's the reason her husband is dead. I don't think she knows her husband's dealing, so I don't blame her. This was another
But
scene
she
that
knew
I'm
he
like,
was doing some underhanded stuff, because when he came there to help Mamie do that business to try to get that grant or whatever it was from the government, she was like, "Oh yeah, we do stuff like this all the time." She was all right then.
she green, like she. I don't think she knew the extent of it. Either way it go, even if she knew everything, Moochie, I don't care.
No, I know what you care about, though. I know what you care about. I'm gonna let
Mamie
Tamika go, and
actually
then we're
annoyed
gonna
the
let
hell
you.
out of me. I mean, I was glad when she checked her, but Mamie, since she slapped him and left and even went here in the first place, like, what was you expecting from her? I agree with Brillo. She was acting the way she's supposed to act as somebody that husband just was murdered. And you know she ain't gonna be liking Bumpy. She just was telling her to make sure she run for her life and never go back to Bumpy. So it's like for her to expect that all of a sudden now when she walking in, seeing him and talking about some, oh no, you can't go against Bumpy, then he'll get in trouble. Why do she care? She ain't gonna care if Bumpy gonna get in trouble. And then of course she had to threaten her. I did like that, brought out a little heat out of Mamie, but
that saved the scene. Seeing that side, that saved the scene.
yeah.
When she said she was gonna parade that wig down the block.
Yes.
Let's take her wig. Let me see. I got word screens, but I have it set up a different way, y'all. So this is the first one. Y'all know what he gonna do his speech, but anywho.
Oh wait, no. I thought I knew what it was. I don't know.
Did I mess up, Brillo? He's like, I don't want to do this.
I think I know what it's supposed to be. I think it's a mistake in there.
It is? Nah, somebody got it. I know I spelled it right, but I remember I was rushing talking to you doing it real fast. He's right.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but I was like, wait a minute.
I know it just looked weird because it's like it jumbles up. That's why. Yo. But this, you know what? Not for nothing. Even though it was like an episode a lot where there was a lot of dialogue, it went through. It wasn't much to talk about. The way they kept skipping and breaking things up, it makes it.
Yeah, I know I'm not bugging. I'm like, wait a minute.
D in that movie? Where the D at?
Oh yeah, that's what happened. I said I forgot something. I was watching. That's why I said, look, Brillo usually correct me when I mess up. You like, where the D?
Oh god.
Look, it was a rush. I don't even got my pictures like how I usually have it. So look, you know what? I'm just gonna save it for another time. Yeah, it was supposed to be. Look. Oh yeah, there's the D. My bad, y'all. Anywho. In the sixth grade, we went to a class. Yeah, I went there to the UN when I was little too. If you live in New York, if you lived in New York back in the day, that used to be one of your these are used to be the places you used to go. Statue of Liberty, United Nations, and they used to take you to the airport. You used to be able to get on the planes and then you get the wings. That's what they used to do. That was like a class trip. Yeah, I know it was a blooper. So we're gonna talk about the last. I like the way this went down, but then you see he said that like I'll never forgive you for this. Really? I saved your life, man.
I found myself saying, Bumpy, let him go. And then I had to catch myself like, no, that's he was pissing me off. The great Malcolm X was pissing me off this episode. It's being sucker symptoms.
Don't tell me he made this.
I
Don't
will
put
not.
him in there.
I will
Don't
not.
You dare. Don't you dare. Look, Brilla, can I look? Because I don't want it to be like, look, if it's the next episode, he do something crazy, and you be like, look, he's going in me. I don't want.
I don't care if he's a legend.
Look, I'm begging and pleading with you like I was pleading for Lulu, but Lulu had to go too.
Nah, but too. I can't imagine the immense pressure he was under, but to have somebody that love you that much, like you should have listened. If he going through all of this, you should have known something was gonna happen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was like he almost Bumpy should have probably let him. Well, you think he would have felt different if while watching that a damn rocket would have flew through the UN? Would he have felt different then?
Yeah, he would have. He felt like nothing ain't happened.
Upstairs, what was it? 3rd floor window? Yeah. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm about to jump through the phone and fight you if you talk bad about.
I'm talking about the character, Inga. I'm not that crazy. You can't tell me.
But I think he would have felt different had he seen something actually happen. But because he felt like nothing didn't happen, it was like, oh, you did all this for nothing, and I missed my speech. But little do you know, you literally, like by the skin of your teeth, is able to still sit there and even have an attitude.
Yes.
Right.
So I'm gonna show the scene, and then we're gonna discuss it a little more.
It is a fear as well.
It's over there. Was that it? Where's my rifles?
And each one of us alone is worth nothing. And so we fight. We fight for our independence. And here, well, our cry for battle.
I like the way he foiled it. That was the best part of the episode to me.
Yes, was amazing.
Yeah. So I like the way
she was about to come to Detroit and find you.
What'd you say, Brilla?
I don't want no smoke in there. I was just saying, sitting there pouting when this man saving your life.
Yeah, that is frustrating though, and I know it had to be frustrating during that time for all of them that was trying to put out warnings.
And then you got my man who tried to kill you next to you, like he's second, like
that really
like what you doing, brother Malcolm?
Yeah.
And then you
I just didn't understand that. I'm still having trouble with that.
Mm-hmm.
You can forgive this dude that clearly tried to kill you, but you
can forgive him, but that don't mean you gotta have him around you.
Yeah, exactly.
You for trying to kill you, but you writing Bumpy off for saving your life.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of sense, brother.
Yeah.
Come on, Brilla, on regarding Malcolm. That's what RC said.
Well, did y'all not watch the episode? Just keep it up. Come on.
Word.
He wasn't irritating y'all in this episode. I'm not coming for the actual Malcolm. We don't know. But the episode, come on, dog. I know I ain't tripping.
I got a question for you, Brilla. Do you think it's gonna be consequences with Columbo because he basically hit Chin's brother, a priest?
Of course, and I don't understand how is Chin getting out of jail. Did I miss that?
No,
it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Oh, they're gonna explain it.
He's gonna get out this episode. He's on the cover. So he's getting out.
How they gonna spin that? Him coming home?
They probably gonna say he got out because he was crazy. Because remember they had him in the psych ward. He's not talking.
Right. Well,
I don't think anybody Stella gonna finally tell him.
Huh?
No, I was saying is Stella gonna finally tell him about Dagon Olympia and what's his name?
What is she not allowed to go to the jail? Like, cause she hasn't been up there like she's saying she was.
Mm-mm.
So, I don't know. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit the share. Put me up in that algorithm. I don't know about all of this. I think this is gonna go bad for him because he hit a priest.
Yeah.
He wanted to do more than that. Only reason why he didn't was because of Stella.
Mm-hmm. But this roughing him up not gonna scare him like that. Look at him do straight in their eyes. Like he's not scared. Look how
even the lawyer took that beating. I was shocked at how that lawyer took that beating.
Right. Roughing somebody up like that's not gonna scare these people. He's just his brother's a mob boss.
The priest deserved what he got. Malcolm knew he was going to die, but it felt that his message was more important. Malcolm had already come to peace with his demise and felt he missed an opportunity to speak the truth to the world. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense.
And it does make sense. I don't think Chin will believe Stella about Olympia. Wow. Then if that happens, she's not gonna forgive her for. She's gonna walk away from her dad.
She need to walk away.
Well, she want to go anyway.
Say it with your chest,
Brillo.
Oh man,
that'd be the best thing she could do for him.
Word. Say it with your chest, Brillo.
Send her to France. Let her do her due.
I guess that's all that we're gonna even talk about today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Chen. That's one of my favorite characters.
Yes, I want to see what happens.
Harlem, y'all better finish strong.
So okay, what do you think we can expect from Chin, Brillo?
I hope he comes in like Lamar. I hope he come in like Lamar from BMF. He's gonna have to come hard to get his spot back. And I hope
definitely.
I expect him to lock back in with Bumpy though.
Okay, so all right. Stella's gonna marry Columbo to save him. I could see that happening. He's not with anybody.
Child, they better move to Paris, okay?
And you know that he's not gonna take out another husband if she marries him. Because this is what got him in there in the first place. So I could see that happening. Good prediction. As I said before, Malcolm had a different purpose. He was all about his beliefs and his people and his religion, which was Allah and Islam. Yes, very much so. Very much so. So he just figured, like, look, this is what my life was supposed to be about. This is why I was around.
I get that. But you can't be this great man and then get mad when somebody want to save you.
Mo says Stella is not marrying Columbo. Why you say that, Mo? Let me know. So, what you got going on your channel? I know you was just on Pretty Girl's channel. Brillo, what do you got going on next?
Tomorrow I'm doing Snowfall at 8:05. Check that out.
Okay. And tomorrow I'm doing a prediction thing for Power Ghost. Me and Tamika's. Are you going to be able to do it tomorrow? Nah.
I might not.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it behind the scenes. But I am coming on with a prediction thing. That'll be like between 4:30 and 5. So we're gonna be talking of like just a last little prediction thing before the episode airs at midnight, just to see what people think, what predictions could be thrown out, stuff like that, just to chat it up. So that's what we doing. And Snowfall will be on Tamika's Den channel on Friday. So we be doing that. And Love After Lockup with me on Friday at between like 11 o'clock. So please be sure to keep all your notifications on. Thank you guys for coming through. I am going to Lamont's channel at 9, so that's why I'm trying to wrap it up right now. And I appreciate all you guys coming through. Thank you, Inga, Mo, Tina, Suburbia Jones, Best. What was? Oh, I can't even pronounce it. Best Pugilist, Dario, and Monique. What did you say? I'm sorry.
No, I was just shouting out to Tamika for 600 subs.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, that's right. She made 600. And what's up with you, man? They still giving you the business, bro?
Nah, I'm good. In April 7th, 30 days.
Right. I went to 20. I'm at 2025 right now. 2025. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, I'm not monetized. My jump been going crazy.
I know. I'm looking. I'm watching. You doing? We doing our thing. So we all progressing. Look, if you want,
I seen that thing you and Moda did too. I was cracking up earlier.
Shoot, they trying to keep you down, Brillo?
Yeah,
that's what happened when you start rising to the top.
You need to have me on your platform sometime.
You know what, Inga? I'm gonna send you the link.
All right, y'all. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming out. God bless and have a good night, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.